Hello. Time and again, you might have heard from me. Becoming coach is very important and easy. Let me explain. Let me explain when I say coach, what do I mean? It's a broad term. Coach, mentor, rather self education industry, knowledge industry, digital economy, information maze, all mean the same thing and many a times are used interchangeably. But let me explain. What do I mean? You should be very clear as a coach what you will be doing, or at least what others will be looking from you. During interaction, many people used to tell me, I am not a doctor, I am not an engineer, or I don't have initials after our names. How is that possible that I become a coach? And people will listen me. What authority do I have? Do I have? This question might be bothering you also. Let me explain. So let's picture. This is life. The line you are seeing is a life and you are going along. Okay? Now here, at this point, all of a sudden, there is a shifting point. There is a circumstances. There is something that happens in your life. It might be a mess. Maybe the job ended, or COVID came, or your industry changed, or some family problem has occurred, some health issue, some relationship issues, and it felt like going down the valley. When you have a mess, don't you always go down, go sideways? So it's like life was going like a blockbuster movie, and a mess came in your life, and you went through the mess. But guess what? That mess triggered you to learn. You are trying to figure out how to get through, how to get through this, how to get better. You may or may not realize, but in this process, you are learning, you are gaining capabilities, how to cope, how to make it better, how to get through, how to be happier, how to make the money again, how to get the health back, how to get the relationship back, how to find true love, how to find internal love, and so on and so forth. Or maybe it's not a mess. Maybe it's how to learn something, how to gain some expertise. Like me, I wanted to learn how to convert your knowledge in amazing offer, then market it and then sell it. So it's not a mess. You started something new. You started a new business, a new career, or you started eating vegan. You started doing pilates. You started doing yoga. You started a million different things. You went to school or you didn't go to school, doesn't matter. And when you first learn something, first learning is tough. You got to go through the process. You got to fail. You got to go through the trial and error. Okay? But then it might be neither a mess nor you are trying to learn something. But there might be a time we had to take some uncomfortable action. In life, we want to make a decision like, I must quit the job. I must do this thing that doesn't feel comfortable, meaning not wanting to do it, but you must. And you still move forward courageously. Courage, is not moving forward in the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even though you are scared to death. So you took this uncomfortable action. Doesn't feel the best, still you did. You have to learn all this. And what happens? Over time, you start getting more confidence, gaining capabilities, feeling better about yourself. And all of a sudden, this mess is over here. And it turns into a solution. Now I know how to elegantly talk to someone, live a better life, get through a problem which I have overcome. So your mess become a solution. Your learning became a skill. Make sense? And sometimes that uncomfortable action turns into mastery. Here is what the self-education industry is. You were once here, whatever that is. You went through this dip and you came out from inside. Let's face it. Sometimes that dip is down here. And you went through this. I want to tell you what we do in the self-education industry, what we do as a coach. It's nothing more than be a bridge builder. We build a bridge from here to here because of this experience that we had. We learned the capabilities. This could be a skill, a mastery, and this could be a passion. This could be an expertise. This could be a hobby. And today, we are connected through social media. Potentially, millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people, they are standing on this side of the valley, looking over the cliff, going, how do I get through this? Where do I start? How do I get better at management? How do I better at sales? How I do marketing? How do you do marketing on social media? How do I enter the industry? How do I make sure my kids are living a fulfilled life? How do I find love again? I don't want to go back to the college. That won't work. College education is a bookish education, and I don't want to go through this whole dip on my own. And then they look across and say, who is willing to share their experience? Who is willing to show me the shortcut of how do I get from here to the other side of this valley without going through this dip? And that's where you come in. That's why this industry is on fire. That's why it is exploding, going into $1 billion a day, because we are bridge builders and people want to learn from people with experience. They will choose someone who went through it and came out the other side. When I say you become coach, I am seeing you as a bridge builder. You are competent to speak. You are competent to guide. You are competent to coach. Why? Because you have lived it. You have experienced it. Imagine. Had you got the solution when you entered the mess, how smoother your life could have been, isn't it? Don't worry about how you will become coach, how you will become bridge builder. Don't get in the, what I say, tyranny of how. Today I want you to decide just one thing. Yes, I am in. I am going to be a coach. Coach are bridge builders. I am going to be a bridge builder. I am going to show you how this is the best gift of yours to you. Stay tuned. Thank you.